Don't video my shoes. I mean, if you want to. They're totally stylish. And all their broken error.
They're perfect. Oh, this is freaking awesome.
That is so cute.
I'm gonna do this to my roof.
Whoa. That's so cool.
Ooh, careful. Sorry.
Oh. The pile up there.
Thank you for using your support.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh my goodness. So our green roof, mostly cacti and succulents. There's some chives out there on the far edge also. And our substrate, our growing substrate, is this really porous light rock up here. There's not heavy soil, because that would maybe collapse the roof. You have to make sure that your roof can support the weight that you're going to be putting on it if you're going to build your own. So we just have these succulents and cacti up here, and these plants are going to take in rainwater as it rains, rather than having the rainwater hit the roof, go down the gutter, or hit the pavement, go into the sewer. Because where does our water go from our sewers?
Into the rivers and oceans?
Into the rivers and oceans, specifically the Schuylkill River. And then where do we get our drinking water? From the Schuylkill River. So stormwater management is all about trying to get the water to not necessarily always end up in the river with all the pollutants that it collects along the way. So here, this roof will absorb a good amount of the water, and that water won't end up in the sewer systems. The roof is also good for insulating. So if you think of rooftops, they're normally just like black tar, getting really hot in the sun, and adding to the sort of city heat effect. So this roof, the plants are using the sunlight and the heat. They're growing and they're photosynthesizing. So hopefully it's helping with that, alleviating the city heat effect. It's also insulating the building to help keep the building cooler in the summer, because it won't have the sun just beating down on it, and also a little bit warmer in the winter time, acting as insulation. So that's the roof. And then over here, we have our beehives. And you can see that hive in the middle, they're active. So the bees are important for pollinating the crops that we grow here. And we do grow a lot of perennial flowers so that they have other sources of nectar and pollen throughout the year, not so much in the winter. In the winter, they make honey all year round to store up to eat during the winter. So in the fall we extract honey, but we always leave some behind so that they can survive. This hive did not survive, so there's no bees coming out of it. And then you can see in the bottom corner of the hive boxes there's a little wire mesh. We do that in the winter to keep mice out, so that mice aren't going in there and nibbling on their honeycomb. And all the hives are oriented this way, and that's their entrance. They're not going to really use other parts of the hive as an entrance, so this is their sort of their runway. Their flight path is always going to be this direction, so away from those homes. And so just be advised, like, don't walk out in front of their flight path. They'll leave you alone unless you're in their way and they're disoriented, and then they'll freak out.
Disorient the bees, please.
And did you guys notice that the bees use the sun as their compass? So on cloudy days, they're not as active, and on sunny days, then they will be more active, because they use the sun and like directions, and they give each other directions. They do their little directional dances inside on the walls of their hive inside, and tell each other where the good nectar is, and yeah, so those are the bees. Do you guys have questions yet about the roof or the bees? Yes?
Will some of those bees start living in the hive?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, whenever that